Hi people, just thought I'd come and have a chat to you today, make sure you're all doing okay. I just had Zedley out doing some agility because it's actually not rained for 3 or 4 days now, though the grass is a bit long. I've got some bare spots where she's murdered the lawn with her pee. First dog I've ever had that's murdered grass with her pee, but this one does. She's done so well. I mean, I put a little weave up and 3 jumps, that's all. And she, you know, because obviously she knows how to wrap, and I had her going all over the place with these 3 jumps, and then through the weave. She did fantastic, and that's her first little outing out this summer. And, well, spring, people, you know, well, it's sort of meant to be spring, isn't it? It's a nice day here. It really is a beautiful day. And she's had a wonderful time, absolutely brilliant. I'm so proud of her. And it just makes all that winter work of getting her to wrap round cones and wrap left and wrap right so worth it, because you do the foundation work for agility really without doing agility, and then they link it all together. And I mean, you know, it's like last year obviously she couldn't do too much jumping because of growth plates and stuff, and what jumping she did was like tiny little jumps, but now she's you know, she can do bigger jumps, and because obviously her growth plates are 20 months of finished growing. So yeah, she's done absolutely brilliantly. And the one problem she has, and it's a tiny problem, but I think all agility dogs, or dogs that do agility, whether it's for fun or competition, is the waiting in front of the first jump, you know, because they just want to go straight away, and she really does enjoy it. And I have one special toy. It's now one of those balls, it's 2 balls, and you know, like that, and it's got a bit of strapping in between, and the only thing that I use that for is agility. Now that's a reward for her, so that she, you know, I've got it in my hand, but I don't put it in front of her. She knows that I have it, and then when she does what I want to do, I just throw it, and that's her reward. So she absolutely loves it. She's crashed out over there now. I've just finished hoovering or vacuuming or whatever it's called these days. Back in my day, there was only one brand, and that was a Hoover, so hence we call it hoovering. So anyway, so I'm really, really proud of her. I really, really am. I mean, she's going to be tired because we've got to go out in a minute and do some obedience work. So, but then it's her bedtime and my bedtime. I had my hair cut, people. I do wish it would show the colour, because I tell you something, it's so much more vibrant than this. It is like fire engine red, and it just, all the colours are dulled down. Even this is much bluer, my jumper. Do you know, a strange thing, all my dogs have died when I've worn this jumper, or been put to sleep with this jumper on. It's so strange, but I just only noticed it. Got a little issue with Zed, and you know, asking out there, because I might have been doing training dogs and all of that since I was 6 years old, which is now, yeah, a long time. But as some of you know, I used to take her over to a very nice recreational field to do her training with lots of distractions, other dogs playing balls, and you know, I can recall her off a thrown ball or whatever. So, you know, she's not interested in going after other dogs' balls or anything. Ones that have been thrown, you know what I mean? She's not interested in other dogs at all. But yesterday when I had to go and get her steroid cream from the vet, so we have to get in the car, and obviously this is the same lift that I used to have when things were a little bit less complicated, shall we say. She seems to get not an upset stomach after the car, but slightly softer than what she would be. Now, you know, obviously I have to pop in and out of the car, and I leave her in the car with Stuart, and you know, she's known Stuart ever since she was a tiny pup. You know, we went to go and visit her together when she was 5.5 weeks old. So, but is she anxious because of his mental state, which isn't very good, or is she anxious because I'm leaving the car and coming back, or is she adrenalised and looking forward to what used to happen at the end of a car ride, which was great fun and loads of training on a massive field? You know, I'm trying to work that one out. So any of you studying canine behaviour, or who's got years of experience like myself, I'd really be interested in what you've got to say about that, because you know, I thought it might have been beef connected, because I've been trying to introduce her to a bit of beef. But it's not. It's every time we get in the car, and she does. Well, she's quite a vocal dog. She, because she talks a bit. I call it talking. She don't bark, but she talks. So she even says no, Laura. It actually sounds like no, Laura. And I think, oh, really? I say yes, Zed. So I'd be interested in your opinions on that, because it's a bit of a tough one to work out, because it's a new thing. Since YY's gone, you have to totally reassess your dog, because it's changed for them as well as for me. So yeah, I'd be interested if you've got any input. But I've got proud doggy mummy syndrome at the moment. It's just wonderful to see her having such a wonderful time, and going over some jumps and weaves and understanding. With my COPD, I can't run, so I kind of got to stand there and just give her directions. And I mean, hence I teach her left and right, and rap left, rap right, and I can point and give hand signals, and she knows what she's doing. And she tried to go into the weave the wrong way, and I just said no, wrong, and she immediately corrected herself and went in correctly. And then I took her over a jump, wrapped around it, took her back over it, and then she came back through the weave the other way. So it's very important that your dog doesn't become left-hand dependent, because it has been noticed in my videos that I work my dog on both sides, and it is because of agility. Because dear YY, if I put her on my right side, she just couldn't jump anything, because she was like, I'm on the wrong side, she sort of got in a panic about it. So anyway, that's it, guys. It's really nice to see the sun, and I think it makes everybody feel a bit better, including me. So have a good day, guys. Okay, take care, people. Bye.